Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of Healthy Minds in Challenging Times. Today I'm going to touch on a subject that often gets forgotten, but I think it's something that's really important to keep in mind. The fact that it's okay to not be okay. You might be experiencing some pretty unfamiliar emotions. Maybe you're worried, anxious, stressed, fearful, angry, sad, overwhelmed, all of the above. It's okay and it's completely normal to have days when you're feeling down, when things are looking bleak, when you just want your normal life back. I'm a big advocate for trying to stay positive, for seeing things positively, but it's really important to accept the fact that this is not always going to be possible, that this is a normal reaction to an abnormal situation. Let yourself feel your feelings. Take the time to process those feelings. Things are not just going to go away by pretending that they don't exist or shoving them aside. It's really important to work through the things you're experiencing, you're feeling. We also as humans tend to sort of think in black and white sometimes. So sometimes we feel like we can only be experiencing one thing at a time. But remember, it's possible to experience more than one emotion at a time. You might be feeling joyful about something, but at the same time, still a bit anxious about something else. Accept that this is normal. Remember that your feelings are always valid. In the previous video, I mentioned the inner critic, the inner voice we have sometimes, that might be saying something along the lines of, what are you worrying about? The things that other people are struggling with are so much worse compared to what you're concerned about. But remember, it's really important to have that inner coach as well that might then say something along the lines of, it's completely okay for me to have my concerns and other people to have their concerns. No matter what the size of the problems, my worries are not any less significant or any less important than those of someone else. Another thing a lot of us are having to deal with is important events or things you've put a lot of time and effort into that you've really looked forward to are being cancelled or are going to be cancelled. That's tough. That can be really disappointing. And remember, you're not going to be alone in that boat. Those feelings of loss you might be having will be very similar for other people that were looking forward to things like that too. So talk about it with those people. It's important to distinguish between the things you can control and the things you can't control. Make a point to focus on those things that you can control, because it's a better way to spend your energy focusing on those than on the things that you're unable to influence. And finally, if you're struggling, if you're feeling down, reach out and talk about it, because you're not alone. You're not going to be the only one who's experiencing these things. So talk to friends, family, a colleague. It can really help you to just get things off your chest. And remember, if someone is, reaching out to you, you don't have to understand their worries or their feelings in order to be able to listen. And you don't have to have a solution. You can just be there for them. And if you find yourself in a really dark place, please reach out to mental health professionals. You can check out the employee support page on Barena. There might be some possibilities there that can help you. I promised some practical ideas to avoid cabin fever to wrap up. So here we go. Number one, I think, is relatively self-explanatory. If it's allowed, get outside as much as possible. Do a bit of exercise, go for a walk. It'll do wonders. Maybe if you're with your family or with your partner, you could change things up a little and have a picnic in your garden if you're lucky enough to have one, or even just in your living room. And speaking of living room, you could maybe build a little tent and have a sort of camping evening in the comfort of your own home. And for you individually, you could try and check out if some of your hobbies or the things you normally like to do are possible to do virtually. Like maybe you could take part in a virtual exercise class. A lot of fitness instructors are doing these live online. And you could have a game night, which is possible in real life or virtually as well. I've noticed a number of artists and bands are actually offering concerts from the comfort of their own home and streaming them online. So check it out. You know, listening to music does wonders for your mood and can really lift your spirits. Please reach out if you're feeling down and you want to have a chat. And check in on each other. Check in on the people you love who are important to you. See you soon for the final episode of Healthy Minds in Challenging Times. Thanks for watching.